Hi, Hurricane fans. I figured I'd go ahead and you know what we talked about it, so I figured I'd go ahead and do it since we talked about it. And I don't know if I'm gonna get one people on you know whatever, but I just figured I'd go ahead and talk. Naomi, stop chopping ice, baby. I just figured I would go ahead and say exactly what happened, and I did post everything in the chat. Um I posted everything um in the comment section of the video. I did post everything in the comment section of the video for you guys to read because I think this is something that to be honest with you more than anything, I think it's something that I need to put closure on myself. Um, you guys can go read the messages. You guys can go read the messages on your own. Y'all see my baby girl come here. Y'all see baby girl kiss? Okay. Mm. Y'all see my baby girl. All right, where you going upstairs? Yeah. So I just wanted to go ahead and come on and I wanted to straighten this out. So I posted all of the text messages in my comment in my community of my Facebook page. I mean of my YouTube channel of my YouTube page. Um Last year I went through and it's not over with, but it's almost over with. Probably one of the roughest times of my life. Um Going through my divorce, um almost losing my nephew to gun violence. Um and it was a hard year. It was a really hard year. And even Hurricane Logan to tell you my lights got cut off. Um and I was very grouchy last year. It's very grouchy. And very hurt, very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? And one of the guys that I leaned on that I talked to a lot about it was the wholesome one, was H1. Um I'm not upset. I'm getting everything off of my chest. I'm just getting everything off my chest because I don't think I've ever really gotten everything off my chest because I haven't told like I haven't said everything. But one of the guys that I felt like was doing a great job was he didn't have his YouTube channel up and running, but he did a couple videos and I felt like the guy's good, so I want to give him a shot. And it was 2 years ago. Was the wholesome one H1, and I told the wholesome one to put the U family but not behind his channel so that he could get more views because at that time I was getting a lot of views. I was getting a lot of people in my chat 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I was getting a lot of people in my chat. Even last year on some post game things, I was getting a lot of things in my chat, a lot of people in my chat. So then he did that, what I'm saying? And he's like, man, appreciate it, man. Nobody showed me love like that before. I truly appreciate it. I said, no problem, little bro. I want to make sure that you're good. I want you to grow I think you're very intelligent. I think you're very smart at what you do. And I want to see you grow. Right. And I had a lot of demons that I was fighting with. So, um, watching my wife and my daughters walk out the door was very, very, very emotional for me. Very emotional. So I took everything emotional. I took things at work emotional. I took things online way too emotional. I was very, very, very hot headed and very, very, I don't, I was lost. And I thought that my little brother, the wholesome one, would, try to lift me up. And he came on the channel a lot and started, you know, kind of bashing everything that I said. And I had good friends that were in my ear that were telling me, Alonzo, listen to how he's talking. He's not being a friend to you right now. And I cut those people off. I'm like, I'm not gonna allow you to talk about him because it's my little brother. I love him. You know, I got into it with Uncle Lou. That whole beef started because of the wholesome one. The whole beef started because of the wholesome one. And he sat back and he watched it. Wholesome one said something about Uncle Lou. Uncle Lou retaliated, and I defended the wholesome one. Same thing I did when I did with T2Y this year. And then on my way to a game last year, I get a call from the wholesome one, and the wholesome one says, I'm thinking about teaming up with Mark Rogers to do a post-game Miami show, because Mark Rogers asked me to do a post-game Miami show with him to compete against you. And I said, well, why would you do that? Why would you do a post-game Mark Rogers show to compete with me, knowing my financial situation, knowing everything that I'm going through? He said, well, I want to grow too. I said, I think you're growing pretty well. I don't see where you're not growing. So I said, you know what? I really don't want you to do that, but if you want to, you can. But I just don't feel like that would be fair to me, because everything I'm doing to help you. Mark Rogers didn't do anything to help you. So I said, I'll tell you what, man, I will give you my pregame and my halftime show. I would give you both of those shows. Just let me do my postgame show, because I'm not in a position to compete with anybody right now. I almost lost my house. My house almost foreclosed on. Lights had got cut off. Gave my wife $40,000 cash. And both my daughters were gone. My wife was gone. I was here to soak in that by myself. And I think he took advantage of it. So then there are people telling me, Lonzo, he's talking shit about you in his chat. He's not mentioning your name, but he's talking trash about you in his chat. So I go over to a few of his chats and I hear it. You know, I'm not that guy on that other channel who always whining and complaining and begging for money, knowing that I was going through some things and I was still doing giveaways. And my pride, I allowed my pride to get the best of me. I allow my pride more than anything. I allow my pride to get the best of me. No, it wasn't a misunderstanding. It wasn't a misunderstanding, Smith. Oh yes, he said that in a few of his videos. He said that in a few of his videos. And I watched the videos. And I asked him about it. And you can go read the text messages that are in the community section. Oh, you know, we joke about this, we joke about that. You know how we joke. I said, I've never joked like that about you. I've never said anything bad about you, and I've never allowed anyone to say anything bad about you. So that's not things that we joked about. I've never done that to you. I've never done that to you. And then maybe a week or so later, I went live. And he went live as soon as I went live. You know, and with him throwing shots at me in his video chat, and also with me struggling with my divorce, truly struggling, you know, having an 17, she was 17 at the time, my 17-year-old daughter and my 18-year-old daughter, and watching them see me and their mother, you know, go through what we went through, and me confiding in the wholesome one, and the wholesome one confiding in me about things that went on with his family and everything. Just never thought that he would do those type of things to me. So what ended up happening was I just ended up going into a like deep depression last year. I ended up going into probably one of the deepest depressions I've ever went through in my life since my mother died. And I said a lot of hurtful things to a lot of Miami Hurricane fans that I truly didn't mean because of my divorce, because of losing my kids and my wife. So I said a lot of hurtful things. So a lot of that blame, a lot of that I put on myself on the things that I said, but a lot of it came towards the end when my little brother turned his back on me. When I think it stung so bad when I saw him in chats talking about me. It stung bad when I saw him create the category 5 and not even invite me into one chat. You know, not even invite me into one chat. And yes, I'm spilling myself out today because I just think that it needs to be, and I just think that it's something that I need to get off of my conscience and off of my chest. So maybe I can grow as a better man first. Maybe I can grow as a better man first. A better father, even a better ex-husband, a better friend, a better representation of the University of Miami. So I thought throwing money into the channel, and I thought doing giveaways, even when I couldn't afford it, would bring me happiness when it didn't. And when I say that, when you go through everything that you go through, and the people that you truly love the most, and I truly have a deep love for the wholesome one. And I think I may have texted him about 10 or 15 times without a response. He's never responded. Even when I said, even the last text message when I sent him, I love you, little bro. Never responded. Never responded. There are other YouTubers who know about this. And Hurricane Chris said Celtics beat. I can't stand Boston. Oh my God. So I lost a lot of Hurricane family because of my ignorance and me trying to put my pain on them. But I lost a little brother because he wanted to he just wanted to be the best. And no matter what it took to be the best, knowing what I was going through last year, knowing everything that I went through, I did a video when I said my lights were off because of a storm or something. And my lights were off because I couldn't pay my light bill. and I was too embarrassed to talk about it. He never even called me on that. Never even called. And like I said, the reason why I can say all these things and that these things are true is that I posted the text messages and I don't do stuff like I usually keep the private conversations private, but I don't want people to think that I'm lying or that I'm just trying to get sympathy or empathy or anything like that. I want people to know that I'm telling the truth, that I'm not lying. It's like anybody seen the 5 Heartbeats, like when Eddie Kane was going down and he was going through his things, he was going through his alcoholism and his drug problems. I'll always love my little brother, Jeremy. I will always love my little. I will always love my little brother. If he reached out to me today, I know that hurricane. If he reached out to me today, I would speak to him. I would always love my little brother. We're both Jamaican. I just wanted him to make it. I wanted him to make it, but I didn't want him to step. I would have rather you do it when I was not at my worst moment in time than you do it to me when I'm in my worst moment of time. And I think that's what hurt the most is that he did it to me in my worst moment of time. And all the Hurricane fans that I loved so much, that I gave so much to. Like I said, I did a lot to deserve. Like I said, Hurricane Kilo, I sent him 30 text messages without one response. Without one response. When he went through things and when he was going through things in North Dakota, I made sure that I would give him my last. It's just me being honest. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just putting out there what happened. It stung. It hurt. It truly hurt. And like I said, the Hurricane fan base that I lost, I drove a lot of them away. I did. I was bitter. I was hurting. Divorce isn't easy, especially when you've been married for 18 years. You have daughters, you have dogs, you have fish, and you talk to a guy that's your brother, and you confide in him, and it felt like he used that against me. It felt like he used that against me to become popular. To become YouTube famous. So I mean, I never wanted to compete against anybody. I know I don't own a spot, but I always respected other people's time. I'm not perfect. I think me and Coach Coop got into one disagreement, and it was because It was, and I can tell you like what it was over. It was over. It was over a video about I dropped out. I said that I was going to do something about John Rick on a Monday. I said I was going to do it Wednesday, and he ended up doing it Tuesday. And I called him out, and that was the only time me and Coach Coop ever had any disagreement. Coach Coop came up with he was going to do the live games. I said, "Oh damn, that's smart. I should have thought of that." So I did the post games because he did the live games. He did, and I would be in his live stream supporting him, and he would be sending people to me supporting me for the post games. And then when I gave my the pregame show and the halftime show, when I gave it to the wholesome one, I will make sure I send everybody over to the wholesome one. I will make sure I sent everybody over to Junior and the Big Dog. I wanted to spread the love. I never wanted the hate. And I was very bitter last year because of the divorce. Very bitter. I was very hurt. And people knew it. And it's like people, I don't know if people wanted me to fail. I hear people say, Zoe, you used to be good. I'm still good, but you're right. I was bad last year. But I expected my little brother to lift me and not do what he did. And I'm not gonna gain every Miami Hurricane fan back that I lost. They're gonna come over here and they're gonna give me dislikes and things like that. And I do want everybody to like me. I do care. I would lie. I would be lying if I said I didn't care. Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this. If I didn't care. But it most definitely hurt to see a whole fan base turn on you because you're going through a situation. Maybe I should have took the year off. I see the Sean Taylor profile pic. I see it. It's just not showing the whole thing. I see it though. I lost a lot of friends. Okaloosa Kane A3, what's up? I lost a lot. I appreciate that, man. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of Hurricane family because of the things that I went through. And a lot of the fights that I fought weren't even my fights. Like I said, the Uncle Lou fight, that wasn't my fight. That was the wholesome one's fight. Even the fight with Paul this year, that wasn't my fight. That was T2Y's fight. I have to learn how to stop being so loyal. Nothing against T2Y or anybody else. I have to learn how to just stop being. I'm always a big. I'm a big brother. I don't have any. I don't have any like bigger. I'm the big bro. But I turned off so many of my Hurricane brethren. I turned off so many of my Hurricane friends and family. I turned off so many of them, and I pushed them away because of what I went through last year. The only thing with the wholesome one is I think he fed off of it, and he took advantage of the situation. And like I said, the last text message that I think I sent him, and like I said, the last text message I sent him was February 20th of this year. He's never returned. The last text message he returned of mine was January 29th of this year. That was the last text message I received from him. That was the last text message I received from him. Nothing. And like I said, I turned a lot of fans off. I turned a lot of fans off. I did. I turned a lot of fans off. I turned because of what I put myself through. I turned a lot of fans off. You know, and I don't know what to. I just keep trying to fight and get through it because I do miss my Hurricane family. I know you would turn off Hurricane. I mean, I went through a lot and I didn't explain to people what I went through. And even at work, it was hard to go to work. I missed a lot of days. I just didn't. I wasn't me. So I'm to be honest with you, I'm just asking for my Hurricane family to forgive me for what I did last year. I'm not gonna say that there wasn't excuses why, because I went through hell last year. But I'm going to be better this year. I think I've already been better this year. I've invited people on, I've done things, but I mean, it definitely I think it hurt the most because my brother turned his back on me. You know, I haven't even seen a lot of the people who said they were even really my friends. Even like Slim Shady Kane, a guy who he can't say that I didn't look out for him. A guy that I basically gave that name to. And when I got into it with Uncle Lou because of the wholesome one, and Slim didn't like the wholesome one, he basically gave a lot of my information to Uncle Lou. And it was definitely tough, man. That's what I hear that so much, man. You can't expect people to do for you what you did for them, or you can't expect people to be the same as you are. I get that's the one thing I get from my mother. My mother, like even T2Y, I tell you, or if you talk to Junior and the Big Dog, they'll tell you. Mark Rogers, the voice of college football, that name was given to him by me. I donated maybe $800-900 to his channel for turnover chains, just so he could hit 10,000 subscribers. And he was another one that turned his back on me. I got in arguments with Mark Dudley last year for no reason that I admitted was my fault. And I told him, I don't know where my head was at. I was just in slow motion. It's definitely, like I say, love me or hate me. I'm always 100% authentic. I'm never gonna lie to you about anything. I'm always gonna be real. Never gonna lie to you. I'm never going to um I'm never going to try to just hype you up for some bullshit, or I'm never going to turn my back on my family. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, to I'm not gonna say invest time, but there's nobody in the YouTube world who knew who the wholesome one was until I brought him on my show. And I pushed 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 him. And I still have 14,000 subscribers out there. So at least I can say that they didn't unsubscribe me. I was almost at 15,000. I was at like 14,900. And I'm at 14,300 now. But they didn't all unsubscribe me. So I can say that at least I didn't destroy all of my relationships. But I most definitely did not make them easy because of the way I was. And the way that I was, I cannot blame the wholesome one for. The things that I said, the things that I did, I cannot blame the wholesome one for. Those are things that I said and things that I did. I just never understood why he turned his back on me the way he did. And I never explained it. I was always angry about it. I was always angry about it. I always expressed it angry. But the reason why I put you family behind this is because I have so much passion for this university. It's not just about what you can say or, how you can talk. It's about a brotherhood, a sisterhood, and I appreciate that, A63. Thank you, Hurricane. Hurricane Low, you always been there, bro. I appreciate that, man. I'm an emotional person. I'm an emotional person. And I remember when I first met Ed Reed. I first met Ed Reed. Me and Ed met a few times, talked a few times. And he was like, "You too much like me, boy. You're too much like me." Just too emotional. When I first met Kimbo Slice, when I first met Kimbo at a game, at a Miami game, at a tailgate, I walked right up to him and said, "What's up, big bruh?" He looked at me like, "Who you?" I was like, "I'm your little bruh." Oh man, damn, stop fucking with me. I was like, "What's going on, Kimbo?" He was like, "What's going on? What's your name?" He asked my name, and we was cool from then. I just, I'm very emotional. I'm very emotional, man. I'm very emotional. And uh nah, I'm Ed Reed. Ed Reed is my guy. I'm not Rick Ross. Rick Ross' face is too round. His face is too round. He has a round face. I don't have a round face. Face is more boxed off. I don't have a round face. But hey, you can say what you want. Um, Kimbo was the life of the room. I got you. I got you. I got you. Um, but I'm gonna still do my giveaways this year. I'm going to try to build my channel back brick by brick. Um, brick by brick. I'm going to try to earn the respect of the fan base the way I did in the beginning, brick by brick. Brick by brick. I wish all the Miami Hurricane YouTubers out there nothing but success. I apologize to Paul because I was wrong. What I said and the way I did that, it was wrong. Finally getting over everything that happened, everything that I went through last year. I am a huge NBA fan, huge NBA fan. I'm going to get into college basketball as well. I'm going to do other things, but to be honest with you, I want to earn the respect of my Miami Hurricane fans, of the Miami Hurricane fan base. Before I want to earn the Hurricane fan base back before I do anything. This is why I will do this. And I will continue to do this. Anyone who ever wants to talk can jump right into that and can jump right into that link. And you don't have to put your face on or anything. You can just talk through the computer. That's one of the main tools that I'm going to use this year. I'm still going to be 100% real. Appreciate that, Okaloosa. We're Pensacola, Florida. But this was something that I felt like I had to do. It was just something I felt like if I didn't do it today, then I probably would never do it. If I didn't do it today, I probably would never do it. Hopefully some of the guys that have come back into the chat today will maybe help me, get back on track. I truly, and I hate to say this, I truly think he wanted to be the one to end my YouTube career. And I actually said that to him in a message. I said, "You want to end my career?" And he didn't respond to it. I don't snap on people anymore. I don't. I don't snap on people anymore. I actually You can ask Morgan. Morgan, I don't snap on people anymore. Those were things that I did when I read the chat and I wasn't paying attention. Like I said, and plus last year was a he's on me as we speak. I'm not understanding what you're saying. Last year was a year where I I was reading the chat. I was reading the chat and I wasn't paying attention to what I was reading. I think that's what it was last year. Hey Logan, let me Logan, I'm not gonna take no calls tonight. See, I'm not gonna take no call because I got to get off. I love you, bro. I ain't gonna take no calls tonight because I'm not about to start crying, and that's not what I want to do. I'm just being honest. I love you, but I just don't. I'm just not. I just wanted to come on and explain. You know, you always welcome to come in, but I'm not going. I just put that up to let people know that that's what I'm doing. But I wanted to get this out. Yeah, you were. Yes, you were. Oh, I know he's on right now. I know he's on right now. I'm not concerned with that. Oh no, I did some things in order for me, Music City. I did some things that were not right last year. I know. I know Hurricane Logan. I just want to. It's already past 10 o'clock, and I just want. I know, look, bro. You my brother, man. You my brother. You my brother. I love you to death, man. And you've called me when I was in need, and you've helped me when I was in need, and you were one of the main ones who helped me pay my light bill. I mean, I paid it, but you helped me. You know, you helped me out a lot. And Logan, you know I appreciate you. I love you like a brother, man. What's going on, Albert? So I'll be back on Saturday at I think 6:30 to talk about the Miami Hurricanes practices and stuff like that. And everybody that was in the chat tonight, man, I just hope that I can see you there. I just hope I can see you there. I hope I earned a little bit of your respect back. Build this channel back brick by brick, man. Brick by brick. We're going to build this channel back brick by brick. Brick by brick. That's how this channel will be built back. Brick by brick. That's it. I'm going to take this, and what bugs me out is this brick. I have two bricks sitting right here. So this is by design. This is by design. I have two bricks sitting right here. I'm going to take this brick and I'm going to buy me some green and orange paint. I'm going to buy me some green and orange paint, and I'm going to take one of these two bricks that I have sitting right here, and I am going to make them, and I'm going to show this every day, every time that I do a YouTube channel. We are going to build the Canes back brick by brick, and I'm going to build this channel back brick by brick. Nothing but love, man. I love you guys, man. Like I say, if you want to see some of the conversations, I did post them in the community, so people would know that I'm not lying about anything that I said tonight. It was just something I needed to get off of my chest. That's all. So thank you guys for listening to me. And thank you guys for hearing me. And God's honest, I'm going to be better. I can't keep making the same mistakes. You say them all white bricks, all white bricks. Oh man. Hey, Hurricane Kilo. Hey man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Love, man. Hurricane Logan, love. Hurricane Merrick, man. I love you guys so much, man. Hurricane Chris. Hopefully I see you guys in Saturday, man. I love you guys so much. 863, love, man. 86, I know 863, that Kobe Bryant thing. 863 could talk about, as long as he don't talk about my kids and my mama, he can curse me out as much as he want to. And I never say another bad thing to him because he had my back when I did not. When nobody else did, he had my back. But I'll be back on Saturday at 6:30, man. Hopefully I can get 500 in the chat. But we're gonna do it brick by brick, man. Listen here, man. Let's go old school, man. So it's your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Hurricane Zo, representing this you all day, every day. And we out.